Well, it looks like the rumor train and Mark Stein, and thus a lot of Bulls content creators, me included, got it wrong. Andre Drummond actually is opting in to his deal to stay a Chicago Bull. Now, the reason why this is important, just a few hours ago, we got reported that Andre Drummond was going to be leaving, which would have made it difficult for the Bulls to find a replacement without cutting too deep into the money that they have that they need to be adding shooting to the team. Now with Andre Drummond opting into his contract, it's going to allow the Bulls to now focus on adding shooting, a point guard to this team at some much needed positions of need, right? And the center position is now locked in. You look at Nikola Vucevic signing his 3-year, $60 million deal to extend his contract with the Chicago Bulls. Andre Drummond now opts into his contract to stay a member of the Chicago Bulls as well. The center position is locked in. We don't have to worry about the center position. The Bulls can now focus on other things and positions of need without having to worry about the center position. They bring back continuity now, having the starting and backup center that they had last season. Hopefully this means that maybe Andre Drummond can play a little bit more, have a more consistent role because they know what they have in Andre Drummond. And, here's what I'll say with that, is that while the initial reports that came out earlier today that had everyone thinking that Andre Drummond was going to be leaving the Chicago Bulls were concerning. And I know some Bulls fans thought, well, Drummond only averaged 6 and 6 and things like that. The fact that Drummond averaged 6 points and 6 rebounds, over 6 rebounds in 12 minutes per game shows what he can and how he can impact the team. Now, some of that is on Andre Drummond to make sure he stays on the court, to make sure he stays out of foul trouble, things like that. But you have a now 1-2 punch returning, probably potentially one of the better 1-2 punches at the center position in the NBA, especially in our division. Well, of course, you got to look at Evan Mobley and them over there in Cleveland. But, I like this. And a lot of Bulls fans share their concern with the earlier news that Drummond would be leaving. Now we don't have to worry about that. It allows some more focus, some more the dreaded word of continuity. But I think this also points and makes it clear. This team is primarily running it back. It just is what it is. We're going to make some slight adjustments. We'll see what happens with Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu out in restricted free agency. But outside of that, this team is primarily coming back, running it with the same exact team that they had last season. And hopefully the additions that they make with shooters, things like that around the team, pays off hugely for this team in the long run. But again, I had to come out with this video to retract the early one. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for the Chicago Bulls Central, the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. You can follow the show at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. And then lastly, of course, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. And like I like to end everything on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See right if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.